first episode of Amusement, hosted by me, Stacia Esplica. I wanted to create this series so that I could just share with the world all the beautiful things that I find every week in art, fashion, and design. As an artist myself, I'm constantly looking for inspiration, but also inspiration just finds me. So I created this series called Amusement for your amusement and for mine, but it really is all the amuses that I find every single week. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first, a word from our sponsor. I know you thought this video was going to be sponsored by Clorox or maybe Nordstrom, but it's actually sponsored by me and all of my art friends. So please support your local artist and myself, your international artist, and buy my prints. You can buy them online and they will show up to your door. You can buy them for now unframed. This is the original painting of this. This is called Tulips in the Afternoon, and I do have many other prints on my website available for purchase, so feel free to continue to sponsor this video and myself. Okay, back to the content. Okay, I'm glad that you came back and after our fun commercial from our sponsor, which we really love our sponsors, so thank you. Our topics that we're going to talk about today include lots of fashion, because there's a lot of fashion going on in the world. If you didn't know, it is Paris Couture Week right now. There's also a book that I found that I thought to be interesting, as well as a couple marriages that happened this weekend, but those are related to fashion, as well as two exhibits. One of them is a traditional exhibit. The other one, I consider it an exhibit because the people are exhibiting it. So we're going to start with fashion just because there's so much in that. The first, though, that we're going to talk about is not related to Fashion Week. It's actually related to Balenciaga, who has done the honors of being the first luxury fashion house to partner with Substack, joining the platform's native sponsorship program to fund writers and creatives, while also having their own Substack. Why is this important, you ask? Because we need more like houses of fashion. I love that Balenciaga was like, we're going to be the first, and I see many other people following in line to do it. They also have their own Substack, which is beautiful because what they're doing is they're creating and controlling the narrative, right? They're taking it back, which is beautiful. They're not letting the fashion magazines write everything. Sure, they're going to write their own things anyway, but I love that Balenciaga was like, let's do this. We got this. And good job. Amazing. Keep doing that. Keep designing great dresses as well. We love you. Another honorable mention is Miss Paige Desorbo. She's just over there in Italy. She is telling us about all of her beautiful outfits. And if you know anything about Paige Desorbo, you know that girl understands style. She is the stylish queen. So she's telling us what she's wearing every day on vacation in Italy with her family, which is amazing. And let me tell you, her outfits are so inspiring. I literally want to buy every single one of them. They are amazing. If you haven't checked it out, she's been posting them on TikTok and on Instagram. They're not the same, so you have to go to both platforms to see the different outfits. But this one, right, where she's like sporty spice, love it. This one where she's like, look at my cool chic blue, but like it's not black, it's blue, which we all love black, but I love that she's bringing so much color to the beach with her. She also has this visor, which I know she was like in her video like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like, I love that you even just purchased this visor and went for it and took the risk. So if you don't know who Paige Desorbo is, she has her own line called Daphne and is also a co-host on the podcast Giggly Squad with Hannah Berner. So go check her out, but mostly I'm following her because of her fashion and all the beautiful things that she's doing over there in the world of fashion, because that girl just takes risks but always looks so chic. She is effortlessly chic, so you'll probably see her again here. Another lovely person that you may not recognize is Madison Dowd. I found her because apparently I was like had swimsuit cover-ups on the brain, probably from Paige, but she has her own brand, Lee Devine, sorry if I say that wrong, but it's in New York. But she was wearing one of her outfits, one of her cover-ups from her own brand, and wore it to her vacation. It's from Rat and Boa, she said. And I was like, look at this chic queen, right? And again, I just love that that's not your traditional, we know, swimsuit cover-ups, and these are ball gowns that these women are wearing. Like, they're beautiful. I don't mean that in a negative way, I mean that in the most positive way. Like, we should all be wearing this type of clothing to the beach, because the beach deserves its own special moment for the gown as well. So her name's Madison Dowd. If you haven't checked her out, go check her out. If you're in New York, go check out her boutique. I'm sure she'd love to help you, but the girl has style. She'll probably show up again here as well, because anyone who has style, and we're talking timeless style. We're not just like trendy style. I truly love people who you can tell have authentic taste. If you don't have authentic taste, let me tell you, I can tell pretty quickly. So anyway, and now back to Fashion Week and all the magical things that are happening, all the magical things that are happening over there in Paris, Haute Couture Week. So we do have Schiaparelli, who had an amazing show. Daniel got a standing ovation. Bad Bunny was there. It was a show, but only the few of us got to see it on TikTok. If you were there, great job. Zendaya, Marita, her husband, showed up wearing a dress straight from the runway to the Odyssey premiere in London, and the dress lit up. This girl loves light up dresses. If you remember, she wore a Marc Jacobs back in the day. I think it was to the Met, and we'll do a quick moment right here where she wore the light up Cinderella ball gown, if you remember. So this girl has an affinity clearly for like light up dresses, but we love this Athena inspired gown. But the true artist who's been blowing people away so far, myself included, Robert One is storytelling with his art. There is so much to look at in these dresses. They're not just dresses. They're imagination, creativity, whimsy, all the things that you want in a dress. This man is bringing it to life, and he's bringing it to the stage. And we need some whimsy in this world right now. And this man, he's doing it. He's cooking it up. He's serving it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, him and Paige are doing amazing things out there, as well as Madison. But those two, I'm just enamored with Paige and Mr. Robert. So great job, everyone. The book that we're going to be covering, which again, this is just going to have like a tiny small segment, but Who Cooked the Last Supper is been all over my For You page everywhere, and by Rosalind Miles. And I haven't read it. I'd love to read it. If you've read it, please comment below and let me know your thoughts. I've seen many mixed reviews about comments on this book, and so I'm just curious, because it seems to be perfect timing that this book is coming up, right, because of all the magical things that are going on in the world. So I'm really curious. Again, if you've read it, great. If not, let me know and we can all read it together. I'm for sure going to read it because I'm just curious now. But a magical book that keeps showing up, that seems to be giving light to things that we were not told from the beginning. And this book was not really told. No women knew about this book in school, which is very strange. I'm wondering why. Anyway, marriages. This also is, we're going to go touch back on fashion, but we've got the marriages of Haley Kate and our favorite Mrs. T Swift, who got married, both wearing Dior, have you, right? Like, Haley Kate, though, wore a beautiful bridal gown that was, apparently she picked it out with her husband pre them being married, but she was like, said something in her stories that was like, normalize having your husband go shopping with you. And I was like, that's an interesting take. I haven't seen that one before, but I do like the idea of that. So he helped her pick it out. She had it like fitted to herself, but she did a great job. Very Parent Trap with the hat. Like, I love the old school thinking we're going with, right? And very, very beautiful. Taylor Swift, we've seen images of her dress. I haven't seen anything like full frontal, but I did see that Dior confirmed they made the dress. So we'll see pictures later, but I thought those are important to bring up because of just like we're going back. It seems like we're having a little bit more of a romantic moment in the world of weddings. There's a lot of things that women are wearing that are very modern, which are great, very chic, but I love that we're being so romantic, and there's so much lace and there's so much beauty involved. Acquired Style did the same thing. She had a very romantic, tight-fitting dress with a hood. Like, I have not seen a hood in quite some time, so I'm waiting for Paige Loren's dress. Can't wait to see what she picks out, because we all know that girl she understands style. She's always on the precipice of like just creating new trending moments. So this one might surprise you. Stefan Diggs If you know him, great. If you don't know him, I'm here to educate you. But he's an artist. He, if you don't know him, is the wide receiver for the New England Patriots. But we're going to talk about his art today. He started a furniture line called Siwi Spasm. I'm probably butchering it, but here it is. And it's short for in English it means if you want peace. But the full phrase is if you want peace, prepare for war. Wonder what he's saying there. And I found it to be really interesting. Here are some images, and it's being displayed right now at the Toolist factory in New York. And the pieces are very interesting, very to the line, right? They're very specific. They make perfect sense, but some of them are just very outlandish, which I found to be very interesting. And so if you're there, go check it out and let me know how you like it, and what's going on. But yeah, like Lucy Liu did the same thing. She's an artist. I love when people do one thing and everyone puts them in this one category, right? Like they're like, okay, you're an actor or you're a football player. And he's like, I'm also an artist. And it's just really beautiful that it speaks to the fact that we are multidimensional characters and we can't just put people in one box. So just keep your mind open. My final piece of art that I want to talk about was Japanese farmers who turned rice into art. And this is the part where I'm talking about exhibits that are not truly exhibits in the traditional format, but these people were like, we're going to give you an exhibit outside. And I think it's really beautiful what they're doing because it's so fun, right? Like they took such a simple little thing and transformed it into this beautiful piece of art that I didn't even know you could do that with. They clearly knew that, but again, just people pushing boundaries, amusing people. That's all we have today in today's fun episode. Stay tuned for next week when I collect more and see what's happening. There'll probably be more about art and design in those ones. This one was just really heavy in fashion, but please know I will try to keep it more even keeled for the next couple of weeks or moving forward.